Hi, my name is Jesse Ibanez, and we'd all like to believe that we've seen and we've heard it all. As the host of the popular local radio show Truth Radio here on ESPN, we deal with issues stemming from and the hard lessons learned from this bias all the time. And even as the co-founder of the Greenhouse Group, which is consistently one of the highest producing, highest customer rated, and most positively reviewed real estate consulting firms in all of San Diego County, there's no such thing as hearing and seeing it all. And I want to make something clear really quick at the top. I'm not telling you all that because I'm trying to boast. I'm telling you that because it's important you know I'm not just some hack who wrote some cool stuff online on a Friday and is hoping to peddle it in exchange for a name and email that following Monday. I'm actually one of the agents here on the front lines helping hundreds of families each year to get into and out of homes, and have done so consistently over the better half of the last 2 decades. And despite all that, I've finally succumbed to realize that there's just no such thing as seeing or hearing at all. In fact, conversely, I've come to accept that there seems to be some brand new, unexpected and altogether frightening thing that seems to happen on just about every one of these deals, no matter the experience level of the clients involved or the agents on the other side, and that's the game. And hey, I'm not exempt either. In fact, the first story of the 5.5 that we share, guess what? It's mine. And it's one of the biggest mistakes I made myself on the way to owning a portfolio of multiple income-producing properties and being a paper millionaire after only 3 short years of doing so before I reached the age of 25. Had I not learned that lesson, it would have cost me a literal fortune. And I want to make sure that you don't make that same mistake, nor the 5 others you'll learn about in here. But here's the good news, gang. After telling all these same 5.5 stories to my clients for years now in person or over the radio, in order to make sure that they don't repeat them, I've decided to give them a home of their own. Right here in this book I'm calling The 5 Worst Mistakes, Painful Lessons, and Killer Tips so you don't blow it when buying and selling real estate. So because you're a fan of this podcast and or a consistent listener of our weekly radio show, I'm going to give you these 5.5 stories in this book for free. It's my thanks for hanging out with us for these years. So please perform the 3 asks down below, and then here comes the 5.5. We'll call the half story, the 0.5 my own, of the best stories, best questions to ask, worst mistakes you could possibly make, best lessons, tips, and takeaways learned as a result, and I'll even reveal the secret on each one of them to make sure this doesn't happen to you. So enjoy. Oh, and do me a favor. If you appreciate the free report, feel comfortable forwarding this page to the next person you know who's also looking to do the same thing you are in the next 12 months, so we can spread the word and make a positive little dent in the lives of your friends, family members, co-workers, and perhaps even some neighbors too. I'd appreciate that. Thank you in advance.